We all like mystery box opening vids, don't we? Well, this one is from the Society of Alchemists. But what layeth inside earth? Welcome to By Candlelight, beaming goth, dark wave and post-punk straight into your brain, like an alternative non-water based form of osmosis. So the wonderful guys at the Society of Alchemists, purveyors of alternative fragrances, have sent me this mystery box. I can't wait to find out what's inside and of course to show you guys too. I'm like totally set to open this, but whoa there, let's have some context. So I emailed the Society of Alchemists last year just to ask them if they had any photos that I could share in an episode. I didn't need any fragrance freebies or anything like that because I'd bought a fair few myself. I didn't get a reply to my email, but I still went ahead and filmed that episode. If you're interested, it's probably sat up there like a resting yak after a large meal. Well, just a few weeks ago, I received an email from Marcus, who is the business owner, and he just apologised for not getting in contact earlier. He was able to send some pics and a video, which I will share with you in a moment. I've been to their flagship store in York a number of times, and I just love the kind of old-fashioned apothecary decor and presentation. That store is based on a street called the Shambles in North Yorkshire, which is just one of the prettiest streets in England. So let's have a look at some photos of the exterior and interior of the store. So this is the frontage of the store in York, and as I said, it's situated in North Yorkshire, England. Just to add that they also have a shop in Halifax, which is in West Yorkshire. I think this one exudes more of the cosy and magical vibe that is the essence of this store. This one was taken around Christmas time. You can see that Merry Krampus, their seasonal fragrance, has earned a window sticker. Stepping inside, you can see how beautifully everything is laid out. There are multiple products available for each fragrance, such as room diffusers and candles. And I love that wooden decor. This one is taken from the opposite aspect, looking further into the shop. You can see a Falcor-esque dragon just staring at you there. And this is the dragon in their Halifax branch. I think he looks older and wiser. The dragon also moves. So Marcus and his team very kindly sent this mystery box, which I'm going to open for you right now. And even on the box, there's this beautiful wax stamp that's got the name of the store. Thank you so much, guys, for sending this box. Say hello to the Gothic knife going in. Slicing gently across the top so as not to damage anything inside. So excited for this. Okay, I'm opening the flap. Oh, there's an envelope, and that too has a stamp on it. Let's have a look and see what it says. Try not to peek, I'm too excited. I'm going to use the knife again. It's times like this when I wish I had one of those proper letter opening knives. I think that would look far more elegant. Okay, Memento Mori. Dear Dan, we hope you enjoy the products. Thank you for supporting us and liking what we create. Even before receiving this box, the Society of Alchemists have remained my favourite supplier of alternative fragrances, so I'm sure I'm going to enjoy everything in this mystery box. Okay, so I'm delving in. So there's black paper. Black. There's loads of these. Loads of them, so I'm going to have to make a large mess. I'm so going to regret this afterwards. So the first item in a little bag. Let's see what it is. It's a fragrance and it's called Fire. Let's just smell. I think I might have to spray it into the lid. I think that's the best way of doing it. Otherwise I'm going to be covered in fragrance. Oh wow, that is... Well, it's warm, which makes sense because it's called Fire, but I want to say cinnamon. I don't know if that's right, but wow, that's a really potent, warm smell. It's got a lovely after smell as well. I'm just trying to work out what that scent is. I'm going to have to look it up. And I just love these bags that all the fragrances arrive in. Nice touch. Ooh, it's a big thing. That's Dragon's Breath. And that's a room diffuser, which is fantastic. Okay, so it's nicely wrapped. Hope I don't spill anything. Let's see what this looks like. And Dragon's Breath is my absolute favourite. Beautiful bottle with a cork top. And then, as you would expect, the reeds that fit inside the bottle. And even they're black. So cool. Okay, so there's another bag. Let's see what's in here. Okay, so that's air. So far we've had fire and air. Let's see what this one smells like. Okay, so that's fresher, lighter. I'd say that was more feminine in terms of a fragrance, but it's absolutely amazing. That's beautiful. So that is air. Let me see if I can describe it. I don't think I can. It's sort of... It smells slightly planty, but I might have got that completely wrong. It's just a very light, fresh fragrance and not as dark as something like Dragon's Breath or the Fire fragrance. That was actually quite dark too. Okay, so we have a box, and this is called Swamp of Sadness, which I think is a reference to the Never-Ending Story, I do believe. Look at the packaging on that. It's just beautiful, isn't it? They really know what they're doing. Really brilliantly thought through packaging and products. Let's see what it smells like. Make sure I don't spray myself in the face. Okay, so that has got a very soapy kind of smell. Not in a bad way, but it's a very fresh, soapy kind of smell. It almost smells a little bit like, I want to say fabric conditioner, but that makes it sound like they've just put fabric conditioner in a bottle. It's so fresh, but it's definitely got another after smell, so when it wears off a little bit, God, that is just beautiful. That is just wonderful. Such a fresh and clean smell. Next, another bag. Water. yes, I definitely know why they called this water, and it's quite hard to put your finger on exactly what the essence is. It's slightly darker than the air, but it's still quite clean and fresh. That's definitely one of my favourites so far. That is just, well, they've all been great, but that is definitely, it's just a little bit darker, but still quite fresh. Another bag. Have we had all the elements yet? No. That smells of earth. It smells of earth. It smells kind of like moss. It's kind of like the essence of mustiness, but I don't mean mustiness in a horrible way. I think that one is accurate in terms of the fact that it's called earth. But even then, it does change. All of these fragrances change the more you smell them, and the more they kind of mix in the air, or maybe on your skin if you're wearing it. Next we have another box. Now it's dark in my back cave. That looks like it's slightly red, but that's called the Orin, which again is from the Neverending Story. That smells like a fairy tale. It's a bit earthy, but it's also very light. You kind of get fantasy from that, and I'm not just saying that because it's called the Orin, but yeah, it's just, and again, it changes. It's quite a clean smell, but it has kind of earthy textures. Another box called Luck Dragon. I've got to go and watch the Neverending Story after this. Falcor! Amazing. Wow, that kind of sparkles. It's sort of, it's neither light or dark, it's kind of in the middle, a bit woodier, but again, it's got that tinge of fantasy, which is just amazing. Oh, that's another one of my favourites. That is just brilliant. Another gorgeous box. This one is called Moonchild. Now, is Moonchild what the kid names the princess at the end when he screams out of the window when it's raining? Is it Atreyu? I can't remember. You guys will know. Let me know in the comments. But I swear Moonchild is what he has to name the princess to save her. So, loving this Neverending Story theme. Oh, that is just gorgeous. Again, slightly more feminine than masculine, I would say. Although there are no rules here, obviously. This is just my first reaction. You just get mystery and magic again. They've clearly instilled the essence of magic in all of these Neverending Story themed fragrances. You get the different elements of magic. So sometimes it's quite airy and innocent, and other times it's quite earthy and woody. That's kind of in between. But yeah, you just get the fantasy world in a bottle. And I think this is the last one. Another amazing box. This is called Fantasian. Not Fantasia, Fantasian. That's a really big smell, which fits because of its name, I suppose. It's almost named after the entire world, isn't it? It feels like it takes everything from all the other fragrances and puts it all into one magical fragrance. So yeah, you get a bit of earth, you get a bit of airy magic, you get a bit of, yeah, you just get a bit of everything. That's another favourite, that is just absolutely gorgeous. I've got to say, I'm a little bit blown away. I mean, I was not expecting that, and I think that is such a generous mystery box. And thank you so much to everyone at the Society of Alchemists for sending such a lovely surprise. I love all of them. Each of them are unique. I would recommend you check out all of these and all of their other fragrances that they have. If you can get into their store, great. You can actually order them online. I did actually check with Marcus. Unfortunately, they don't send internationally, but if you're ever in the UK, then please do check them out. If you're at Whitby Goth Weekend, the York store is about an hour's drive, and that's what I always do. If I'm ever at the Goth Weekend, I will always stop by the York store and have a good sniff, really, and I usually buy something. And they've always got new fragrances coming out all the time. I will leave a link down below to their website. Please do check it out. So let me know if you've tried any fragrances from the Society of Alchemists, and let me know your favourite down below. You stay safe out there, and if you find yourself suddenly in Fantasia, just shout for a look, dragon. There's always one handy. Until next time, Falcor!